What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video I'll show you how to draw and color Urshifu from Pokemon. Let's begin at the top center of our page with the nose. We're going to start over on the left side. We're going to draw a curve that goes up the middle and then back down on the right. Now from the ends we're just going to curve this down and then in towards the center. Let's go back up to the top. We're just going to curve the brow going out and then up towards the sides. And I'll add those two large spikes on either side of the nose. Let's start back on the left. We're going to go up and then bend that out. Go to the right side and do the same thing, going the opposite direction. Now from the top, we're going to draw a straight line coming back down towards the brow. Let's add two shorter spikes on either side. Starting from the inside, angle up and out. And we'll pull this down and out towards the side of the brow. Now I'm going to move back down and draw in the mouth. Let's start back over on the left and draw a half oval, going up and then down. And then from the ends, curve the teeth going out and up. And we'll angle this down and out towards the corners of the mouth. Let's go back to the center of the nose, draw a straight line coming down towards the mouth. Let's go back up to the side of the head, draw two straight lines coming down towards the jaw. Now to connect these 2 points with a curve coming down underneath the mouth, and then pull that back up on the right. Let's draw the outside edge of the muzzle. Starting back on the left side, we're going to angle this down and out on the left and right. And then from the ends, come down and in towards the corners of the mouth. And we'll curve this down and up towards the jaw. Now we're going to draw the outside edge of the eyes. Starting from the top left, curve the eye coming down and then in. And then along the top, we're going to draw a small half circle for the eyes. Now I'm going to go back up and draw on the ears. Let's start from the top corner of the head, curve the ear going out and then up. And we'll curve the ears coming down and then in towards the side of those spikes. Let's draw in that large center spike. Starting from the inside on the left, curve this up. I'm just going to bend that over towards the right. Go straight down with a short line. Curve this up and out. I'm just going to pull this down towards the inside of the right spike. Coming down and then out. Let's add those two large ribbons on either side. Starting from the left side of the spike, we curve up above the ear and then bend that down. And then round at the bottom and then bend this back out. Let's take that and flip it over on the right. Going up above the ear and then down, round at the bottom and then go back out. Now we're going to add 3 points on either side. Starting on the left, curve in and up, curve down and then out. And then we'll do the same thing on the right. Let's go back to the left side, curve this in and up, come down and out. Now these ribbons are going to get narrower as they come back in towards the top of the head. Let's start back on the left. Coming in and then up. I'm just going to round up the top. Just pull that in towards the inside of the spike. Let's go over towards the right. Going up toward the top. Bending that down. Just curving out towards the side of the band. Let's add that detail in the center of the head. Starting just up above the nose, we'll start with a point. Angle up and out toward the left and right. And then we'll just pull this down in behind the spikes. Now with the head complete, let's draw on the top of the shoulders. Starting from the top left side of the head, curve this out and then down. Go over towards the right and do the same thing. Let's add a detail on the inside. Curve down and in, and taper that back up. Now let's draw that trim along the center of the body. From the top of the shoulder, we're going to step out. Just going to curve this down around the jaw, and then pull that in. We're going to leave a gap in the center. Going down, and then bending that in. Let's bend this in and down with a short line, and then go straight out towards the side. And then from the ends, we're just going to curve this down and back in towards the center, leaving a gap in the middle. I'm going to close off the top of the collar. Right in the middle, start with a point, curve this out and up underneath the head on the left, and then the right side. Let's continue with this trim. From the inside, draw 2 straight lines coming down, extend this out towards the side with a straight line, and then again, we're just going to pull this down and then in. I'm going to pull this down again towards the bottom with 2 straight lines, and then we'll work our way back up towards the top. On the left side, curve this out, and then bend that up. Let's add a point along the top, going up and in. And then from here, we're just going to work our way out toward the side of the shoulder, going up and then bending that down. Let's close off the top of the shoulders. Starting from the top left, curve this out and then back down. Now from the outside, we're just going to work our way back towards the side of the body. From this point, we're just going to taper this in towards the side to right about there. And then we'll round out the side of the body, coming down and then in towards the hips. Now the hips are going to blend into that center flap. Let's start back on the left, curve this in, and then come straight down towards the bottom. Go to the right side, come in, and then come straight down towards the same height. Let's add a couple points along the bottom. From the ends, we're going to angle this up and in, and we'll curve this down and in towards the center point. I'm going to add some detail along the hips. Starting from the left side, draw a straight line coming in, do the same thing on the right. Then from here, curve out and then up towards the side of the body. Let's pull this down and in with a straight line. And then again, curving out and then up towards the side. And one last time, just pull that down and in. Let's connect this line to the top of the body with a curve, going out and then up. Now we're going to go back and add that detail in the center of the body. Starting right in the middle, start with a point. From here, curve out and down towards the left and right side. From the ends, angle up and out. And then we'll curve this down and then in towards the center. Now you want to layer the legs in behind that center flap. Let's start over on the left side, curve the leg coming down and then out. Line this up on the right and do the same thing. I'm just going to round out the edge of the leg. From here, curve this up and then back down. Let's add those spikes along the top of the leg. Starting back on the left, curve this out, up, and then in. And then from the top, we're just going to taper this back down and then in. Let's add another point. From here, curve up and in. And then again, we're just going to taper this down and in towards the inside of the leg. Now you want to add one smaller spike along the inside, going up and in with a straight line. And we'll pull this straight down towards the inside corner of the leg. Now I'm going to go back up to the hips. We're going to round up the side of the leg, coming back in behind the inside of that spike. Going out, and then bending that down. Now I'm going to go back and draw the bottom half of the leg. From this point, curve the leg going out, and then down towards the heel. Do the same thing on the right. And then from the heel, we're going to work our way out towards the first claw. Going straight out, bending that down. Now from the tip, we're just going to curve the claw going up, and then back down towards the bottom of the foot. Let's stack 2 more claws on either side. From the tip, we're going to step up, curve out and down, go all the way up to the top, and then back down in behind. Let's do that one more time. And we'll do the same on the right. Now we're going to add those ovals on top of the claws. In between the first 2 claws, we're going to draw an oval coming up, and then back out. Go in between the last 2 claws, going up, and then down in behind. Go on top of the last claw, and do that one more time. Now we want to close off the side of the leg. Starting from the top, come down, and bend that in, go out, and then down in behind the foot. Let's add that detail on the bottom of the ankle. From this point, we're going to step up, curve down, and all the way up towards the top, straight down, bend that in and up towards the heel. Let's line this up on the right. Coming down, and then up, straight down, round at the bottom, and then come up. And now we're going to go back up and draw the inside of the arms. Let's start from the side of the body, curve the bicep, coming down, and then out. Let's line this up on the right. Down, and out. Now from the bottom of the bicep, we're going to step in, curve the forearm, coming down, and out towards the wrist. From the wrist, we're going to draw a small half circle with the thumb. Connect the bottom to the wrist with a curve, going up and in. And now we're going to add 3 fingers on either side. Starting from the bottom of the thumb, we're coming down and then up, step down, curve down, and then up. And then the third finger, we're going to go out, pull this all the way up and in toward the bottom corner of the shoulder. Now we're going to add some detail to the hands. Starting from the outside, we're just going to curve this up and then down. Separate the top of the second finger and then the index finger. Let's go back to the top of the thumb. We're going to separate the wrist, going up and then out. And then from the outside of the wrist, we're just going to curve this up and in towards the middle. And then finally, we're going to draw 3 small ovals on top of each finger. Starting with the outside, and we'll just work our way in. And we'll do the same thing over on the right. And there we have it. There's a drawing of Urshifu from Pokemon. Now let's head on back to the studio and I'll show you how to color this in. Let's begin with the medium gray and start coloring in the body. Starting with the ears and the center of that head. We'll go around the cheeks, then using the fine point to go around those sharp corners. And then we'll work our way around the body. Now if you got a fine point on your marker, you can use this to go around those tight areas. Work our way down towards the legs. And then we'll use the darker gray to add some shadows. Now going in with the darkest gray, we'll fill in the trims. Now working our way inside the gloves. Now using the lightest gray we have, we're going to fill in the white areas. Then just adding a shadow to the stones on the back of the hand. Using a bright yellow, we're just going to fill in the mouth area, the fingers, and the claws on the feet. Now using a darker yellow, we're just adding a shadow across the bottom of the head and fingers. And then a little bit of shadow on the right side of the claws. And there we have it. That's how we draw and color Urshifu from Pokemon. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Make sure you subscribe, and you can check out more of our Pokemon lessons up here. I want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you again soon.